Is the TikTok deal, the negotiations now, tied to a bigger tariff deal with China?
No, but it could be. I mean, I've used tariffs for lots of different reasons, but I could see, 1 point in tariffs with China, a big country, would be probably worth more than all of TikTok, as valuable as TikTok is. It's big stuff. So there's a great example. That's a great question, actually. I'm a very flexible person. I could use that for that. Like, maybe I'll take a couple of points off if I get approvals for something. I haven't done it. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't.
President Trump's plan to put TikTok under American ownership is now on hold. Multiple reports say a finalized agreement was actually scrapped after the president levied yet another round of massive tariffs on China. The app's China-based parent company, ByteDance, releasing a statement reading in part, quote, ByteDance has been in discussion with the U.S. government regarding a potential solution for TikTok U.S. An agreement has not been executed. There are key matters to be resolved. Any agreement will be subject to approval under Chinese law. Let's bring in Gordon Chang, senior fellow at the Gatestone Institute and author of Plan Red, China's project to destroy America. It is a real pleasure to have you with us, my friend. Long time no see. Would love to get your take, first off, on what Peter Doocy was just talking about there with the president about TikTok. What happens from here, do you think, and why is this important to get it in U.S. control?
It's important to get it in U.S. control because TikTok poses two crucial national security threats. First of all, it's been stealing data, violating U.S. law, violating every pledge that TikTok has made to the U.S. about data security. But the second thing is because China has used the curation algorithm of TikTok to spread disinformation. So, for instance, they promote illegal drug use in the U.S. at the same time China is selling fentanyl. And we got to remember the broader point, and that is China does not allow U.S. apps in China. So why are we allowing China's apps in our country, especially when we know what TikTok has been used for? So clearly, I don't think there should be any negotiation on this. We need to protect ourselves from TikTok, and that's really separate and apart from the tariff issue.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of back and forth, a number of potential suitors. We've actually read about Amazon expressing some interest, of course, Kevin O'Leary as well. I want to share a quick soundbite. This is from Frank McCourt talking about the fact that they wouldn't sell the original algorithm, and that creates even more problems, even if a sale were to go forward. Listen to this, get your reaction on the other side.
I think it's pretty clear that if China sells, they're going to sell it without the algorithm. I think it's also pretty clear that the law requires a complete disentanglement from the Chinese technology. I think it's better that this deadline was extended rather than try to force a deal through that might, Congress may not be happy with and might not comply with the law.
Your thoughts on what he had to say there, Gordon, because I think what he's touching on is something that I think is crucial. If they're not going to sell it with the original algorithm, it's as if they're holding back not just the data, and that's the real danger here. They're also holding back some of the key features, it would seem to me.
Yeah, the algorithm is critical because, as I mentioned, China's been using it for various malicious purposes. So, for instance, of the Hamas videos on TikTok, 96.5% of them support the terrorist group. So we shouldn't wonder why we have all of these pro-Palestinian demonstrations, all of support for butchery, rape, torture, murder. Well, it's because China wants that in our country. So, yes, the algorithm is absolutely critical. No algorithm, no deal, shut down TikTok.
You know what's also true about the way they operate TikTok and other platforms? In this country, you'll see things that you would never, ever see in mainland China. People don't realize the massive disparity. Over there, it's education, be loyal to your country, be wholesome. Here, it's, it could be anything. Real quickly, before we let you go, I just want to share one more quick soundbite. This is Stephen Moore talking about tariffs and the need really to shift the focus toward applying more pressure on Beijing. Listen to what he had to say.
The real villain here is China, and we have to have all our allies rally against China. They are an enemy of the United States. They're engaged in predatory trade practices. They don't play by the rules. They cheat and they steal. That's the country we have to bring to heel here.
20 seconds left in the segment. Is he on the right track in his comments there, Gordon?
100%. I couldn't have said it better. China is an enemy, and they are trying to destroy the American economy. And we need tariffs to protect ourselves. No question about it.
No question about the fact that Gordon Chang is one of the smartest guys out there. Great to see you, my friend. Have a great weekend. Appreciate your time today.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.